Hi all, good morning. This video we are going to discuss about what are the levels of support, risk and how to mitigate in RPA perspective. When we talk about RPA, it's all about fast development, integration and deployment. See, when we take some other environment or technology, suppose if you are working on .NET, the project has 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 5 years project. So continuously you had released some versions. So it will continue, it will give support, everything will go on. But here in RPA, everything is very fast, moving fast. Suppose you have the process like user have to get all the transaction details to his mail or mobile. This is one of the process. So development for this process is 25 days, testing 5 days, remaining deployment, any go live, everything is in 5 days. So within the 35 days or 40 days, the development has been completed, robo has been deployed and it has been scheduled and it will start with the pirate. So this type of fastest movement will be happen in RPA part. So that the reason today companies, clients and technology giants moving forward to RPA, fastest movement and lowest level of investment, not much. If you have 1 or 2 resources, you can complete the process within 1.5 months. So this kind of fast movement is required in RPA. So how the support will be happen or support will be run in RPA environment. So how the risk has been handled and what are all the risks will be happen during the development, during the integration, during the testing and during the deployment and during the support. See, when we talk about support, usually how the support will happen once the bot has been deployed and bot has been scheduled from control room or manager, system manager. So company has to hand over into client. Suppose one company ABC is there, client is CDE. So once deployment was completed, so company has hand over to client CDE and company will give support to them 15 to 30 days in production environment. See, once the support days has been completed, then client has to take to their own environment, maybe VDI or Citrix or whatever it is environment, and they have to own their own support team or else they will again to take support from companies. So in that case, if we have several environments, several issues will happen. So when we move to production, we can find lot of issues The first issue is whatever the controls or screens you developed in Dev and SIT and UAT, you developed some controls. That controls has been vary, and that control, like suppose if you are using automation anywhere, so control of, so now you are using object pruning. So once you capture your data, you will get object ID, DOMX path, inner text, HTML class and HTML text kind of things. In that case, when we move in environment to environment, some controls have changed. In production, if any one of the control changed, suppose you are using blue prism, so you are capturing something, so it will identify all the attributes. If any of the attributes has been missed out in production environment, how you can identify, how you can trigger that value. So in that case, how RPA bot will behave. So in that case, we have to lock our exceptions into the locking mechanism in database or CSV. So usually in RPA world, how the logging mechanism will work. So usually they will have event viewers, exception handlers. Apart from that, they have to store business audit log as a different table, transaction log. Suppose if user based, how many users has been arrived, how much effort has been sent. Suppose they have 1 lakh users records, that is 1 lakh transactions. So if any transaction failed within the status, how they will monitor. So when we develop our environment, when we develop our part, we have to mention module name. In log table, you have to mention what is the module name, what is the step. Suppose you have 4 steps. So, you are going to send SMS and email to particular user. So this is your module. So SMS is different module, email is different module. Within the SMS, to get details from user, to send details to customer. So that is 2 steps. That is, so steps, how to calculate the major steps. The same way in email. So 4 steps, 2 modules. So when you get exceptions in any one of the steps, process owner can easily go and validate those steps in manually. So what bot will do? Bot has to push the status as exception and the status reason as particular user details is not available. Then bot will move to next user details. So in that case, if anything fails, so process owner has to be taken care manually. So this type of things will happen in RPA. So how the archive or logging will be happen. So suppose you are 1 lakh record per day processing. So usually in database they have main table and archive table. Today you are processing 1 lakh record, 95,000 records are success, 2,000 is exception and 3,000 is failure. So if second day run comes, the first day data has to be moved into archive and entire report has to be sent process owner. These are the records, blah blah, this is a failure for reason, this is the exception for reason. That kind of things has to be sent to process owner. And once the process owner has received the mail, and he has to step over that. Okay, first day bot has completed. The second day run, the first day all the table data has to move to archive. The fresh data will insert into the database. So this is the process life cycle in RPA. It is one of the process life cycle to be followed in RPA for the transaction level. How the business audit will be happen? Business audit log. So what are the business exceptions will be happen? Suppose if it is banking, if no sufficient funds, that is business exception. Those exceptions has to be handled. Those exceptions will be captured by bot and it will intimate to the particular user. So these type of scenarios will be handled by bot. So suppose here the exception handling of the process and production being conducted to monitor performance. So how these type of exceptions, suppose your deployment is completed, bot is running in production, some unexpected error is coming when bot running. So in that time, how the situation will be monitored. So before going to deployment, they have some protocols. In RPA world, they have some protocols like checklist, cutover, runbook protocols. So in runbook protocol, you have to mention this is the known issue. This issue happened because of this step. This issue or bot has cracked due to this issue. This type of details you have to monitor, you have to capture into the runbook document. So I will explain more how the runbook will looks like in our next session. What are it is technical or operational or business or a client perspective or it may be some protocols related things or port configuration or else control room perspective. What are the things? So what are the ways the exception has been handled? So these type of things has to be mentioned in runbook protocols. So through that protocols only, control room admin can validate. They can find some root cause analysis based on the step modules and runbook protocols. RPA has all about business driven programs created bot. All about business rules based. If anything without business rules, bot will not run. It is all about rule based. Okay guys, we'll see and we'll learn some more RPA knowledge in our next session. Bye.